I'm going to show you the Roadsofa that I have here on this motorcycle. I do like this saddle. I had it on my Road Glide in the past. I think it's a pretty cool saddle. It's kind of like a mix between being comfortable and at the same time looks good. Some of the big saddles for tourings, they don't look that good because they're really big one. This one, it kind of gives you a really cool look, but at the same time, you got some of that comfort. So obviously here's the 2017 Road King that I got. I'm liking the look of the bars and the saddle and no backrest or anything like that. And here's the saddle. Now, if you're not used to the saddles from Saddlemen, you could do all kind of different things to them. You could change the stitching. Obviously, I went with black stitching. You could change this right here, the S, the logo. You could change the back part. You could even put a backrest, and you could see the backrest that I got on this one just to give you a look, right? So there's a lot of custom things that you could do. You may have to wait. Like if you order something with like a weird color or something, you may have to wait to get built and delivered to you, but just have a little bit of patience and you're gonna have a cool saddle. I went with the black stitch and I think it looks good. In the past, I had one that had white stitches and it was kind of cool too, but I just went with the black and black kind of style, right? And it looks really, really nice. It's comfortable. It's a little bit harder. If you never sat in one of this saddle, it's a little bit harder than your typical saddle. So you kind of have to get used to that. Really, people say this all the time, that you want a saddle that is a little bit hard because the stuffy ones eventually feels like you're sitting in the frame. And with a saddle like this, it gives you some support. Now, Saddlemen has like a gel that it goes in here. It's like a gel technology or something like that. Again, do some research on that so you know. And that's kind of what they do. And again, it's comfortable enough. If you have a passenger, check out. I mean, this is pretty good space right there. Look at my hand. So the person will be able to sit down there and be comfy, right? So one thing that I would tell you is that you have a choice. You could get an extended one and kind of push this a little bit back, or go with the normal side. Now, to me, that's going to come down to what kind of riding you do. I do ride with a passenger, and you know what? I wanted the passenger to have some space. If you go for the extended model right here and you push back, obviously you're going to be removing some of the back right here, and then your passenger is kind of going to suffer on that. So again, I kind of went with the regular one, and you know what? It's working just fine. I already have it for a couple of weeks. I haven't had an issue or anything like that. And the back right here is just normal. So you could get the standard one if you're really tall, and that may work for you. One thing that I would tell you is that you're going to be placed in a different position that you used to. Depends where you're sitting in your motorcycle and things like that. Your position may be a little bit different. I feel like I'm a little bit higher, maybe a little bit more to the front. But if you have bars, something like this that I have right now, you can see the bars there are better. I mean, it's going to change your entire position. So I even say this a lot of times, is like, first get the saddle so you know where you're sitting at, and then you get bars so you can adjust the bar to your sitting position, right? All right, so there it is. And you know what? It looks good. It looks really good. In my opinion, it's a good middle side where the saddle looks really cool, makes the motorcycle looks really cool, but you still have that ability to put a few hours in the saddle and it's going to work, right? It's going to give you some comfort.